Future Shock with your host, Benjamin Dixon. And guess what? You are now plugged into the Power Surge. Now tuned into the Future Shock, Future Shock, Future Shock. Hot takes we debate is the Future Shock, Future Shock, Future Shock. IWC is the Future Shock, Future Shock, Future Shock. Get your news here first. It's the Future Shock, Future Shock, Future Shock.
What's going on, everybody? It's your friend of neighborhood wrestling content creator and digital media champion, BJ Dixon. I'm here to talk to you guys about our sponsor, Pop Mania. Pop Mania is a website created by our good friend and brother Cam Lewis, who created this game, and he has a ton of different options for your game playing pleasure. He has Pick'em, where you can do predictions. He also has Higher or Lower, which suggests that whichever wrestler that you pick, whether they're higher or lower, will depend on the one that you're picking, and then like you will have if your streak continues, you will be on the leaderboard. You also have trivia games from Pop Mania as well. You also have a versus draft. You have a pick your goat. You have what's called Ring the Bell. Ring the Bell is the game where you essentially play with your friends and you pick different wrestlers and you see which ones are better when it comes to your picks. And then whoever has the better picks wins. You also have another game that is called Build Your Goat. Who do you think has the intangibles to be the greatest of all time? We'll find out in Build Your Goat. You also have your shows and you have your leaderboard. If you guys are on the leaderboard, that means you've scored the highest. So I want to thank Pop Mania for sponsoring this podcast. And you guys can use my code PowerSurge77 for all your game playing pleasures. Play on, everybody.
What's good?
All right, what is going on, everybody? It's from neighborhood wrestling content creator BJ Dixon, and we are here for another edition of Thursday Night Live. Now, as you always know, guys, I told you guys all the time, tune in to Thursday Night Lives and to the Power Surge. You never know who may be here. I got my main man JoJo the Reaper, one of my
Uh-huh.
mutuals and a close friend of mine, and also was a friend of it. It was a friend of the show, and he was a friend of AEW. How you doing today, good brother JoJo?
I've been I've been all right. I've been all right. How you been, brother?
I'm doing great, doing great, doing great.
Hey,
Listen,
hey, I'm
how'd you
listening.
feel? All right. Well, man, that last night's Dynamite was very, very good, man. So without further ado, let's get into AEW Dynamite.
Get ready for Thursday Night Live. It is the AEW Dynamite Breakdown.
Well, you heard our introduction. It is time for the AEW Dynamite breakdown. So we're gonna start off the way the night started off with we had a first of all, we had an opening segment between the Death Riders and Will Ospreay. And Renee Paquette comes out into like the normal area where the Death Riders normally are host in these random areas where they normally come in through. So they were going through the little tunnel area, and Renee Paquette just kind of asked Will Ospreay how you feel about what happened between you and Kenny Omega at Redemption. For those of you guys who do not know, Will Ospreay did not put a plastic bag over Kenny Omega's head. Rather, he tore it, and then he turned on the Death Riders, and then he got a one winged angel from courtesy of Kenny Omega for his troubles. So this was a this was post, and we saw that Will Ospreay was just saying, I'm not gonna really comment on that, and that um he was just going to focus on Kenny Omega. So the Death Riders come in and they confront him very recently, and very brutally, rather. And they say, well, you know, are you sure? Like John Moxley asked him, are you sure that you made the right decision? And Will Ospreay said, I'm not gonna let you pull the trigger for me. I want to do it myself. And he just, in his own way, Will Ospreay kind of got in his own way as always. It's just, um, it literally became a a segment that of foreshadowing because I think that Mox
Mhm.
and Will are gonna be feuding going into All In. I mean, going after All In rather, and it may even be the All Out feud for Osprey. So, what do you think about the first segment of the night, JoJo?
I, I ain't gonna lie. Well, Daniel Garcia, you got knocked the fuck out, man. I mean, yeah, you can hear that. You can hear that hidden blame when he hit him when Osprey hit him too. And then
Yeah,
then you got that. Then you got
that
Pac over
hidden
there, like
blade was
Pac was like, "Let me at him, bro. Let me at him." Mox was like, we gonna get him. We just gonna wait. We just gonna wait."
yeah. I was even surprised by that video package they had of the Death Riders even reacting to how Kenny Omega turned on Will. Like that was
Oh
a
yeah,
nice added touch.
it
I felt
was.
about yeah. So
Mox was
like
like, I told you, Osprey, you
yes,
should have pulled the
yes,
trigger."
yes. And then Mox with his soliloquies that he always does, I was like, yo, this man
Uh huh.
Moxley knows how to turn complex ideas into the simplest of stories for everybody to understand. So like, I'm excited to see what's gonna happen next for Will and for Will, for Kenny Omega and for
Same here.
John. Yeah, I'm very excited to see what's gonna happen next. So then we go into the next match, which I mean going to the first match of the night rather, and it was a match between Andrade El Idolo, Nick Wayne, and Jungle Jack Perry. Now, to say this match was good would be understanding. This match was great. Now, here at
Uh
Future Shock Wrestling, we don't dwell on star ratings. We don't focus on star ratings, rather we focus on lightning bolts. So the lightning bolt prediction for this match, on lightning bolt rating rather for this match was a 9.5 out of 10. And the reason why I say that is because this match had everything that you could have asked for, like wild,
huh.
high octane offense. I mean, just anything and everything that you could ask for in a high risk, high reward match. That was just fan. I
Uh
really,
huh.
really enjoyed the match. It was a great way to open up the night. What'd you think about it, brother Jojo?
Honestly, the opening of that match that was amazing. Lightning bolt wise, I give it a 9 out of 10. That was a banger. And shout out to Insane Clown, shout out to Insane Clown Posse in the crowd, bro. I was like, when I seen them in the crowd, I'm like, hold up, is that ACP? But overall,
Yeah,
but
shout out
overall,
to the
yep. But overall, that triple threat match that had me on my toes a little bit because I was just like, oh, Jack Perry might got this. Oh, Nick Wayne might got this. But hey, my boy Andrade, how you know retained.
yeah, how you know. And then we ended up seeing a post match interview between um Andrade was interviewed by Tony Schiavone, and what he said was that there was going to be a casino gauntlet going into, I believe, Grand Slam Mexico, and
Mm-hmm.
there's a qualifying match that's going to be coming up very soon. I think so I'm thinking that so at All In rather is going to be a qualifying match to see who's going to be the first entry into that casino gauntlet, and Andrade is in the casino gauntlet. Will be one of the qualifiers. And will be one of the people in the match, and we may or may not know who all may be in the match because you know how these casino gauntlets are.
Uh
So
huh.
So I wonder how many mystery entrants we're gonna get, and I wonder if we're gonna see any of the releases from WWE or other places that
Oh,
we may or may not know about. Maybe see some New Japan guys or some CMLL guys come in and be a part of this Casino Gauntlet. So what you think about the post match interview?
Honest, honestly, if Andrade wants to be in the Casino Gauntlet match, just let him be in the match because he would be the underdog in that match. Plus, the mysteries in the Casino Gauntlet match, like since I've heard a little source about Jordan Grace and Ilya Dragunov left WWE, so, and I was thinking maybe we might see Ilya in that Casino Gauntlet match at All In.
We might see that. You never know. We don't know when these contracts are going to end. So
That
we very
that
well
is
may see
true.
that. We don't know when these contracts are ending. We listen, guys. We're just guys on the internet who just love professional wrestling. So if these
Uh huh.
contracts still happen to end at the same exact time, they have to show up in AEW. Hey, that's all. Listen, we can speculate wildly. We can speculate wildly as
Indeed.
much as possible.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Wildly, wildly.
yes. Key on the wildly. It's key on the
Uh huh.
wildly. Yeah. So the next match we had got the next match rather we had guys. I don't know why I'm tongue tied today. The next match we had was Bro Dito and Speedball Mike Bailey versus the Don Callis family, which consisted of Kyle Fletcher, Jake Doyle, and Brian Cage. So this match was crazy. Now
Mm
I ain't gonna lie. The chemistry between Kyle Fletcher and Speedball Mike Bailey is simply magical. And I am forever, just enthralled with like how well they're doing with with this match, how well they are together rather. And every match they've been in together, it seems as if they just know each other so well. And I'm forever just enamored with how well they they just mesh with each other in terms of as opponents. And I got a chance to see them I got a chance to see them live in Atlanta on December the 10th. And that was very cool to see. So I'm very excited to see their next encounter at Grand Slam Mexico and see how that turns out, man. What'd you think
hmm.
about the match, JoJo?
The chemistry in that match, I gotta say, wow. Wow, that chemistry between Brodito and Speedball Mike Bailey, that was some chemistry. But we can't doubt the Don Callis family either, because they was cooking too. But in all honesty, this match could have went either other way. But I'm glad Speedball and Brodito and Brody King got the win.
Yeah. Not to mention, like in the segment before the match, I mean, the shots being thrown between Kevin Knight and Kyle Fletcher
Uh-huh.
was something that felt like foreshadowing as well. So I feel like we might see Kyle Fletcher versus Kevin Knight at All In, or we might even see, and I think that everybody's thought is maybe Okada versus Takeshita versus Fletcher. But we can see so many different possibilities in this for this review. So even post All
Uh-huh.
In, we can see so many different things. So I'm really hopeful to see who turns on who or what happens to the Don Callis family going forward. 'Cause I feel like Don Callis family is not at its strongest right now. And I feel like there is going to be there's something that's going to happen in the Don Callis family before this year is over that is going to cause the collapse in some
Uh-huh.
sort of way. What do you think,
Yeah.
JoJo?
Yeah, there might be some collapse in the Don Callis family, but you know how Don Callis is. Like Don Callis, like there's not gonna be no collapse in the family. We got this. We got this. But
Yeah.
overall, there might be some collapse in the family because you see the tensions between Kevin Knight and Kyle Fletcher, and and hell, even Okada sees the attention too. So I was thinking if Kyle Fletcher retains at Grand Slam Mexico, it might turn out to be a triple threat between Kyle Okada and Takesta. but
that could
but it's
easily be a good possibility. What was you saying?
uh-huh. But if Kyle doesn't win and Speedball wins, we might get Speedball versus Okada.
Yeah, that would be a good match. That would be a good match. I'm honestly thinking that maybe Speedball wins at Grand Slam Mexico, but he doesn't win the title. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's gonna be some sort
Hmm
of a match, some sort of finish to that match where he wins, but he doesn't win the title. If you feel what I'm saying? So
Oh
that
yeah, I
would
agree.
be yeah. Um, but yeah, we had another segment which was between the Young Bucks and Copen Cage. They sat down with Renee Paquette, and they were just essentially talking about why this match matters. And it really set up a good premise for the match going forward, and talked about just what this match means for both parties. Like for for the Young Bucks, they wanted to prove that no matter how small you are, no matter how many super kicks that we do, that we're one of the best tag teams of all time. And with the Copen Cage, they really, really, really wanted to prove just that they are the best tag team of not only their generation, but the Young Bucks generation, which is our generation and younger. And
Hmm
I, I'm very, very intrigued by what's going to happen in this match. I do think that maybe, just maybe, Cope and Christian might drop those titles at All In, and we might
They
get
might.
yeah. So I got a strange feeling that we're gonna see some couple of we're gonna see a new day coming around for AEW.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna
Kofi and
see two
Creed.
guys. Yeah, 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 yeah. And then we're gonna see two guys from the Motor City, if you understand what I'm saying. Showing
Yup.
up tonight.
Can't
So
can't wait.
yes, sir, yes, sir. That was the segment. But the next match we had um were match between John Moxley, John Moxley and Commander. And that
Hmm
match was a very, very good match. I really enjoyed the pacing. Loved seeing Commander's Lucha Libre style and John Moxley's brawler style connecting the way that they did. Really, really enjoyed it. I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10, or 8.5 out of 10 rather. And this was a very, very good match. What you think about it, JoJo?
I'll admit it was a good match, even though the crowd was on one. The crowd was on one in that match.
Yeah, yeah,
They was like F Ohio Moxley. Yep, y'all really say screw my state really. But
yeah,
over
yeah.
but overall the match I give it a 8 out of 10. It was a good match. I mean I like the chemistry and style in this match.
Yeah, man, me
Man,
too, man. It
Commander,
was very,
bruh,
very good.
man,
Yeah, so
man.
I really enjoy how, excuse me, how John Moxley works really well with these lucha libres, these
Mhm,
luchadors. He works out really, really well with that style.
mhm,
But that's the only match that we saw. We also saw a match between Persephone and the new TBS champion, Miss Maya World. Now, this match, it was good. It was good. It was very, very good. I really enjoyed it. Solid title defense from my world. Yes, it did have some a little bit of interference towards the end with Hikaru Shida and Chris Statlander, but it was still a good match nonetheless. But it was a very, very, very good match. I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10 from the Future Shock Wrestling Podcast. And I'm just gonna really say this was a very, very good match and a solid title defense. What you think, Jojo?
very good match. I like both. I'm a fan of both women. I would have said wouldn't matter who wins, but I'm glad Maya World with 10 and Chris Statlander got her payback too. I mean,
Yes, sir.
She tried, but it failed. I'm not saying it failed miserably. It just failed.
Yeah, yeah. I'm very intrigued to see what they're gonna do with All In, man, because I got a feeling that might be a four way. Going into All In for the TBS title. So I think it might be Sheeta versus Stat versus Persephone versus Maya World for the TBS title. I feel
Oh yeah.
that might be the route they're going into.
Uh huh. And I'm here for it.
Yeah, I'm very very intrigued by that. But not only did we have that, we also had Willow Nightingale's championship celebration. Now, Willow Nightingale came out there to a very, very, very warm response. You deserve a chance. You got know the vibes when it comes to these championship celebrations. And she talked about towards the end of her promo, if life is kicking you around, don't give up and keep fighting. And sometimes that the I'm gonna probably butcher what she said, but sometimes the destination is better than the dream or something of that nature. But
Something like that.
that was a great promo for Willow, and I'm really really excited to see what's gonna happen for her. And then we ended up seeing Divine Dominion and Mercedes Monet. Well, first of all, Mercedes Monet comes out, and she has her sign. She has Will sign the contract, and Divine Dominion comes out and attacks her, and also Mercedes also attacks her as well. And I think this was a great way to set up the match between Mercedes and Willow at All In. And I wait to see what happens with that because I'm very, very, very intrigued to see who's going to win that match. Got the strong feeling that this is not where Mercedes is going to win. Mercedes is not going to probably not going
Hmm.
to win this match. Probably going to lose this one, and then maybe win it at in December at World's End. So,
Hmm.
so I'm very, very intrigued to see what's going to happen. What about you, JoJo?
On it. Honestly, I'm very intrigued at what's going to happen too. But I got Willow retaining that title at All In. I don't see Mercedes winning.
Yeah, me either, man. I really don't see her winning at all. I don't see Mercedes winning. Since Willow won, I don't really see the need of Willow really winning this match. You know what I'm saying?
Uh huh.
Third. So then we had another match, which was for the AEW World Trios Championships, and it was the Demand versus the Conglomeration. Now, uh-huh. What I what I what I will say is first things first, y'all. They're the man of the new trios champions. They're the new
Uh
trios
huh.
champion.
When
And
you're in the demand, you
when
get to make
make
demands,
demands. And if you don't follow demands,
man. You
uh,
get put
put
down.
down. Yeah. Yeah. So that's exactly what happened. Because this match was great. So
Man, when Orange
this match,
Cassidy did the
yeah, yeah,
when Orange Cassidy when Orange Cassidy did the orange punch to Tonga Loa, that man
yeah,
absorbed it. I'm like
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like hold up. I'm like hold up. Did Orange Cassidy broke his hand, or did Tonga Loa turn into Venom at this point?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cause I was like, oh man, they are really they were crushing it during this match, man. I was like,
They
yo.
were
So Polo Leona, bro. I gotta tell you, bro. You've been cooking as of lately. I don't know
hell
why they
yeah.
keep you. I don't know why they just keep him as a tag team guy, but this was a good way for them to show off the way they were just the clash of styles were just fantastic. So
Hell
hey,
yeah, bro.
I cannot wait to see what this reign will hold for the demand. And honestly, man, I'm really, really, really excited to see what will happen for them in the future. Hoping they will get a good person a good group to defend against them at all in to defend the trio styles against at all in rap. I'm thinking it might
Uh,
be the Bang Bang game.
Oh, that's a good one right there. That's a good one. But overall, I'm glad the demand won. I mean, shout out to the conglomeration. They did their thing with the titles, but in my opinion, it was time for new champs. But if we do get the demand versus the Bang Bang Gang, I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I definitely can see them do so many different things with that Will Trios house. But
Uh
to
huh.
the only thing that we're gonna talk about, guys, we're gonna talk a little bit about Collision. So, as we all know, Collision is live tonight at 8 o'clock. So we have a couple of matches set up for Collision tonight. On the first match we're gonna talk about is Daniel Garcia and Will Ospreay. And after that hidden blade that Will Ospreay hit on Daniel Garcia, gotta say this match it's probably gonna be a little bit brutal, but it's not gonna be a very long match. I don't see, but it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one.
Oh yeah, I got. Oh yeah, Osprey winning this match, obviously.
Yeah, yeah. Ospreay obviously gonna win this match, but it's gonna be a good match though.
Right. Osprey gonna be like, remember that hit and blade I gave you, bro.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Then we have the women's trios match with the Brawling Birds and Hazuki versus the Minions and Athena, I believe.
Yep. Athena and
And
the minions in training.
yes, 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 yes. Now, I'm going to say that the Brawling Birds and Hazuki win this match, and maybe just maybe the Divine Dominion and Mercedes when they come out after the match and they attack them some sort of way.
hmm
What you think,
I can
JoJo?
see. I can see some interference in this match. I mean, you never know. We might get Divine Dominion on commentated.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You truly never know. We have
Hey,
another Matt.
they're gonna sit right next. To, they're gonna sit right next to Will. You know.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, Paul White. Yeah. Yes,
Yep.
sir. And then we also have a 8-man tag match with the Death Riders versus the Bang Bang Gang. Because we got
Yep.
two words for you. Guns up.
Guns up.
So listen, that match is gonna be crazy. So
Uh-huh.
I'm expecting a lot of hard hitting action from Juice Robinson. I'm also expecting a lot of hard hitting action from John Moxley. So what are your thoughts on this match, man? I
It,
think the Death Riders gonna win this one.
it's gonna be a crazy match, but yeah, the Death Riders are gonna win this one. I do have an all-in match prediction: Jay White versus David Finlay.
Ooh, that might see Jojo. That's why I brought you on the show, brother. We're gonna talk a little bit about
Mm-hmm.
that. So yeah. So for all in, man, we got two good. We're gonna have two good main events between Will Nightingale and H1A, and then we got Will Ospreay versus Kenny Omega.
Mm-hmm.
And as we saw on Dynamite, Kenny Omega was talking to the people, and he was just talking about how he thought that Will Ospreay was his friend and all different things, and him and Will just got into a whole argument about, I thought you were my friend, Will, and this brought back shades of Batista and Rey Mysterio. You were supposed to be
Oh, it
my
did. It did.
friend. So
Yeah. And it,
I was like, Kenny,
exactly,
this is crazy coming from you, bro. But
exactly.
I'm,
But when
I'm with it.
Osprey
I'm
when
with it
Osprey
though.
pushed him,
Yeah,
like
yeah. Then,
When Osprey pushed him, he was like, "I love you, respect you, bro. But if you put your hands on me, I'm gonna kick the shit out of you."
yeah, yeah. So very, very, very intrigued by that. Very intrigued by that segment. That was one of the best segments of the
It
entire,
it
of the
was.
entire night.
Besides Willow and
And
Mercedes, but yeah, Kenny
yes,
and
yes,
Osprey,
yes,
it was all the way up there, bro. They couldn't top it.
yeah, yeah. Most definitely, most definitely. Well, yeah, y'all. Um, we are going to go ahead and sign off in a few moments. But before that, I want Brother JoJo to give out his socials and everything that people can so people can follow him wherever he. So y'all make sure y'all go
Mhm.
follow him on whatever platforms he asks you guys to follow him on.
Yup. Yup. All right. The socials. Well, some of y'all already know. I obviously have TikTok, JoJo the Reaper on. Ob- obviously, that's very obvious. And let's see. I do. I do have Instagram. But I do have Instagram. But if you want to know my Instagram, you can either text me or I'll say it right now. It's knock it's knock knock underscore Reaper. You'll you'll probably find it. Like, do I post on Instagram every now and then? But I just be posting on my little story on Instagram, and I do have Facebook, but that's only if y'all want to add me on Facebook. That's up to y'all. Me personally, if you want to add me on Facebook, go right ahead. Go right ahead. But overall, yo, overall, thanks for listening, y'all. Y'all were great. Y'all know what I mean.
Sure. Yes, sir. And as you guys always, and as always, guys, I'm gonna always say, continue to plug into the Power Surge. Continue to watch Power Surge every week. Continue to watch Thursday Night Live whenever we choose to do them. And next week, guys, next week I will be doing another Thursday Night Live for Grand Slam Mexico, and I will have a special guest, and we will talk about that when it happens. I don't like announcing my special guests before they come on. I want to surprise you guys with who I bring on because you never, like I always say, you
Mm-hmm.
never know who's going to show up. So
Yep.
y'all continue to plug into the Power Surge. Don't forget about the 4Ds, guys. Um, Discipline, dedication, determination, and desire. That's what makes you different. That's what makes us different. And just always remember, man, you are living with purpose on a you are have a purpose and you live with purpose, man. So continue to walk into your gifts and your talents, man, and God will take you places that you had never imagined. So I'm friendly neighborhood. I'm friendly neighborhood wrestling TikTok creator Benjamin J. Dixon, and I am signing off saying, bidding you adieu, mwah, good night.
Mm-hmm. And bang.
Right.
Future Shock with your host, Benjamin Dixon. And guess what? You are now plugged into the Power Surge. I'm black with machismo, attraction scream. Watch the arrogance spray, that's the money I bring. Live a legend on the charts, that's a FTR. Nigga swerve through the scene, that's just not nice car. Strutting with the ruler, know the night is young. Clear vision for the sight, know the title won. Let the band play a club for the dragon, I'm on to it. Combat club for the honor, we grind through it. If you with the smoke, then light a match, let's get lit. Guy just look in the box, but ain't got mitts. War dog ready, I got a fix for comp. If you answer the call for the boots, you get stumped. Perfect with the talk, it's timeless. I'm known for malice. It ain't argue rules like a king does. I'm a shed skin and show you legs like snakes. No RKO is coming after the break. You can fall from grace and get buried. Empty every cannon when loose and peel like Mike Bailey. Y'all with the stunt, I take a bump for real. Every public on tweet when Harley screams, yeah. I'ma need y'all to stop what y'all doing and follow on all social media outlets. You know the vibes, might make the world turn circles. And pay me like I wear one and all like Yoku. Let Oos know that my bloodline thick. MFTs we connect, every brace will stick. Need a Naya on the line, we can dial like Crest. The Mac picking up a baddie like Jay, we said. Who's next with the tango? It's a collar and elbow. Let the beat slap, get me chest like the big show. Involved with sickos, I got an ID. From the trenches we evolve, with the straps we free. Hit a match, strike three, I got a pen like 8. Write stories never boring, that's the NXT. You are now tuned in to the Future Shock. Future Shock, Future Shock. Hot takes we debate is the Future Shock. Future Shock, Future Shock. IWC, it's the Future Shock. Future Shock, Future Shock. Get your news here first, it's the Future Shock. Future Shock, Future Shock.